This conference will now be recorded.
Anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions? Online people, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Anyone has any questions? Please
Yes.
let me know. So please go through AWS S3, please go to Glacier, please go to, okay, understand what is meant by EFS, create a EFS file. There are certain properties like life cycle policies and everything in EFS, which are very similar to S3. Go through, apply them and everything, you can go for it. Right? So anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions? Please let me know. Okay, so I would, if that is there, so okay, so we can go, I would like to go to, maybe it's time for us to understand what is AWS CLI and what is meant by KMS. These two services, I'll go for it. Once we understand these two AWS services, we should go into IAM, Identity Access Management. Okay, so I would like to go right now. So maybe any one of the things I like to go. Important, sir. One of the very, very important AWS service I am going through today. There were so many times this AWS service came in EC2, in S3. I just ignored it. Please write it down, one AWS service. It is very, very important. I'll explain you in a detailed way. So if you have any questions, please let me know. KMS, Key Management Service. Very, very important, sir. Not important, very, 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 very important, sir. You cannot ignore this AWS service. This AWS service will come under security. IAM and KMS will come under security. And it is very, very important. KMS, Key Management Service. Sir, what is this KMS? Okay, before I go and understand what is KMS, first you need to understand very, very, very important part, sir. Sir, who are you guys? Who are you? See, you are accessing google.com. So you have your own laptop. Yes or no? You are clicking google.com. Google.com request is going and okay, this is nothing but, what is that? Google.com. Very, very, very important concept. Please let me know if you have any questions. So I am present. I click on www.google.com. The google.com request. So in generally, it is taking a help of internet to travel google.com. Very important thing. Sir, what is this google.com? The google.com is nothing but, what is that? Server. Sir, who is clicking google.com? Who is clicking? You are clicking, right? Who are consuming? This is called as very, 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 very important. What is that? Client and a server terminology. So if anyone come up and say client, what is the meaning of a client? Don't come up and say client means one customer. A lot of people think, including I was thinking like that very starting stage. Client is nothing but the person who wants to access one server, the end point, google.com. So client, you everyone are client to google.com, facebook.com, and the request is going and hitting, where is that? Server. So this is called as, what is that? What is this? Client side and server side. Keep it in your mind. Client side and server side. First thing, keep it in your mind. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions? So the first terminology, the person who wants any data, that person is called as client side. And you have the request is going to somewhere else. What is that? Server side. Is it clear? Now let us talk about very, 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 very important concept. Sir, what is the meaning of, you understood these two things, I write it down because lot of things in KMS are related to that. Sir, what is the meaning of, so let's do practically what is there in that. Okay, so I'll go and create a folder, new folder. Okay, I see sir, I am having some short-term memory. Seriously, also I have short-term memory. I have a short-term memory. Okay, what is that short-term memory? I don't remember Gmail username and password very regularly, or Facebook. So what I will do, I will go and create one file called as, what is that? Passport.txt. I'll go and click on Gmail, basically is equal to kumar@gmail.com. What is the password? Kumar123. And what is my Facebook username? Facebook is KUMAR, gmail.com. What is meant by password for this one? Maybe Kumar12345. Okay, I don't remember, so I'll take a file and I'll store it here, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Now, what is the most biggest disadvantage if I store like this? If anyone goes into this location and double click on it, what they can see? Very sensitive information they can see, right? Okay, now I want to do one thing, sir. I want to do one thing. What is that? Sir, I don't, if anyone double click on it, they should not see my content. They should go and see other content. They should not see my sensitive data. So what should I do? What should I do? See, I have a file now. Is it clear? So I have a file. Okay, but if anyone opens this file, they can see my sensitive content, right? Okay, now if anyone opens my file, they should not see my content. So what should I do? Very, very important thing in your life. Sir, I don't want, if anyone open, they should not see my sensitive data. So that is, what do? You call that process as, what is that? Encryption. Okay, that process is called as encryption. Sir, what is the meaning of an encryption? I'll do it until, what is the meaning of encryption? So you are masking the data. Next time you do encrypting of this file will be completely encrypted. Means if you open it, you will not see my sensitive data, you will see some other data. Sir, can you provide me a demo? I'll tell you a demo, sir. It's not what is the method you use it. There are hundreds of methods to do an encryption. There are hundreds of methods to do an encryption, but let's go for an encryption. Sir, what is the meaning of an encryption? I'll take this one, right click. See here, sir, how I'm doing an encryption. What are the things? What I'm doing here, what is this one? Add to rare, and the file name is password encrypted.txt, and I would like to encrypt this file. I want to set a password. I will never share this with anyone. Right now I'm providing Kumar, KUMAR Kumar. See, I'm providing a password. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now another file got created. So what I will do, I will delete this original file. Now what do you have here? What is this file? Password encrypted. Now Dikshit will come up and say, this is password, something important. Now he double click on it. What is his? Is it clear? Is it clear? Now he can see my password. No, this procedure of masking my data is called as encryption. Keep it in your mind. Very, very important. Nothing related to AWS. It's related to technology. Encryption. Sir, what is the meaning of an encryption? Encryption is nothing but we are masking the original data. Now he can't see the data. Array, what is the password? Now tell me. Now I encrypted this data. Now I want to get back the file, original file. I want my gateway. I want to now log into facebook.com. I forgot the Facebook password. So what should I do? Now the file is encrypted, right? The procedure of reversing it so that I can get my original file. Yes or no? Is called as, what is that? Decryption. How are you doing decryption? Ulta. Sir, what should I do for this one? So first thing, what should I do? I should go and rename this one to rare. Now, don't ask me, this is encryption. No, I'm telling you the procedure. So I'll go to rare, right click on this one. I'll do, what is this one? Extract. It will ask me password. I will enter password. I click on OK. Now you will see one folder inside a content. What do you have? The process of reversing my data, encryption and decryption. Any questions? Is it clear, guys? Anyone has any questions? Is it clear? Online people.
Yes, sir.
Online
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So encrypting and decrypting, very important. Is it clear, sir? What? See, now I would like to go and explain you, sir. What is the meaning of, in generally? See, what is the meaning of encryption? What do you do encryption? In encryption, first thing, you will be selecting a method. That method is not in your hand. Second one is, do you remember during the encryption I provided a password? Yes or no? What is the password I provided? Kumar I provided. So let's take an example. There is one rare file. Let's think about it. This is an encrypted file is there. Now if you right click and you click on extract, what it is asking you? Password. Now this file is given to you and I'm asking try password. Now how do you try? How do you try? You will try with, if this file is given to a hacker, hacker crack the password. What do you do? What do you do? Huh? Well, how do you do? What is the password? You don't know the password, right? So what do you do? So that is the reason hacker, what he will do, he will provide the password is equal to 1 and he will enter. Will it work? Then he will try with 2. Will it work? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He will start doing permutation and combination. After 1 year, so he will start 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he will come up and say institute start with Kelly. Kelly will enter. It will not work. Then he will go and check it out. Kelly 1, 2, 3. Kelly Technologies. Then he will enter my wife names. Then he will enter Dixit name. He will try it, and then he will enter Kumar names. What will happen? Will it work? So permutation and combinations you will do, right? So that is the reason. So what is the maximum password length you can remember? 15 characters, 20 characters. Okay. If that password is if that file is given to a hacker, then he will do, right? It is always better. People will use password, okay, to encrypt the file. I recommend you don't use password. Please use, what is that? Certificate. So why certificate? Certificate is also a password, which is how many? 256 big password like this one. Sir, now let's take an example. Yeah, I gave a password. What is that, Kumar? Easy to crack. But what I will do, I can give a password like this one. This is the password now. Remember everyone, I'm opening right now. Remember the password. Remember it now. Can you remember the password now? Is it clear, right? Is it now? Take an example. If this password is given, now hacker, what he will do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the hell it will take? It will take 200 or 300 years to crack the password. Yes or no? That is the reason why. Keep it in your mind. In general methodology of encryption. So what they will do? What they will do? What is that? They will do encryption. Now the content is encrypted. Is it easy to decrypt? Is it easy to decrypt? No, right? Let me show you the power of, don't laugh. I'm just not making anything. What is the decryption in real world? At the power of encryption where it is so difficult. Uh, see here. See.
ये दोनों फोन्स इंडियन नेटवर्क के नहीं है, दोनों सिंगापुर के नंबर्स हैं, वीआईपी कनेक्शन। दोनों फोन्स में कुछ भी नहीं मिला है, खाली है। ये फोटो डिलीट नहीं किया गया।
See, if it is encrypted, can I know what is there? It's not like two mobiles or anything. Just try to understand what is this one. Are you able to see the message? Any message? If the message is encrypted, so what will happen? Any person cannot see. If you see, so what is that one? Now they start doing the process of decryption, and doing a decryption in a higher level, it will take lot of time, especially agencies. Sometimes it is not possible also. So try to understand what is that. If you want to perform encryption, so what do? You select a method, and then very important, what is that? You create a certificate, and then what is the process? Then the process of encryption will start. Okay, now the file is encrypted. Very good. Now take an example. Now you want to do decrypt. What do you require? Tell me, what do you require for decryption? Yes, not password, certificate. You require, if you want decryption, you need that same certificate, and with the help of that certificate, you can get that original again, that file back. Yes or no? So this is process is called as encryption and decryption. And also, like permutation and combination, what is the password you will give? One. Let's take an example. I want to hack your ATM. Can you tell me what is the probability of ATM? Probability. No. After 3 times. Digits. Very good, sir. What is the probability, sir? Probability. Indian second year. Probability. What is your password? Ends with 4 characters. Probability. If you give a hacker, what he will do? He will enter password 0000 till 9999. So probability is how much? 10,000. Okay. I think I can give you, but I don't know whether it is available in the movie or not. You can see how in the olden days, now it is tough. I don't get it, man. This is what which I don't like. Let's see. I'll tell you how the probability in the olden days people used to go for it. So there is an, if you get a chance in just watch, just give me 1 minute. I'll tell you how the probability they use, and they will crack the password of Paytm in the olden days. Nah, I'm not getting this one. I'm not getting this one. That's fine. But if you can go into this video, right, there will be a kid. It's a very famous movie, Terminator 2. He will just keep a chip. He will take a ATM card. He will click on it. It will do one password, two. It will go on and it will go and specify 7213 is a password. He'll enter it and he'll get the money. Probability. So very important. That is the reason it is never recommended to use password. You need to use what is that? Certificate, because the password is very large. Is it clear? What is encryption and what is decryption? Now the most important topic is coming into picture. Anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions? Fine. So if this is fine, so now let us take an example. I'll tell you, I will now talk about AWS. Sir, I am present right now. think about it. I am present. I have my own laptop. Very good. In this laptop, there is one, what is that? File. What is the file? File name is, what is the file name? What is the file name? Kumar.txt. File is very, 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 very important. Now what I'll do, it's very, very important, sir. I want to move this file to, keep it in your mind. I want to move it into, what is this? S3. Okay. But I am little bit worried. So what I will do, I will go and create my certificate. Who will create a certificate, sir? Who will create? You will create a certificate.
Line.
We will apply this certificate basically to this server. So what it will become? I am doing, what is that? Encrypting. Did I encrypted the file? And this encrypted file is moved into, what is that? S3. Now the file is present. This is encrypted. Yes or no? Any questions, please ask me. Fine. Yes or no? So the file is encrypted. Very good. Super, sir. You kept the file in AWS S3. Everything happened. By mistake, you deleted this certificate in your laptop, which was there. By mistake, you deleted. Yes or no? Now tell me, can you decrypt? Can you decrypt? You cannot decrypt. Yes or no? I don't know. Please go and check it out in the news if you get an opportunity or not. One person has bought 1,000 or 2,000 bitcoins, kept it in a hard disk, encrypted, and basically, what happened now? Okay, he forgot the content. Now he is searching the entire life. That cost is $200 million. Is it clear, right? $200 million is the Bitcoin. So very, very, very important. So what is the meaning of this one? You kept the file in S3. Now you downloaded the file. Now basically what is happening? Certificate is created by whom? You. Certificate is created and applied to a file. Whom? You. If you want to decrypt, who is responsible? You. That concept is called as, please, very, very, very important. What is that? Client side encryption. Sir, what is the meaning of a client side encryption? Sir, what is the meaning of client side encryption? Client side encryption means client. Client means whom? You. You will create a certificate. You will encrypt the file. You will move into S3. Tomorrow someone will come up and say, I want to decrypt the file. Who is responsible for decryption? You, because certificate is with you. Yes or no? This is called as a client side encryption. Client is creating a certificate. Client has to maintain the certificate. If you want to decrypt it, it is client responsibility to decrypt it. Yes or no? Yes or no? What are the disadvantages of client side encryption? Losing the certificate. If you lose your certificate, you are gone, and it is very, very dangerous. You need to make sure you need to create a proper certificate, store it properly and everything. So that is the reason. Welcome to AWS. Okay, KMS. Now what is this KMS? Nothing, sir. Nothing. Very simple. What is this one? Very simple. I am present right now. I have my own laptop. I have a file. This file, I'll not encrypt the file. Direct file, I will move it to, what is that? S3. Now the file is present here. Yes or no? Yes. Now what AWS will do? AWS will create one, what is that? Certificate. AWS will take the certificate. AWS, what he will do? He will do encryption. So who is doing encryption? AWS. Who is creating certificate? AWS. Who is responsible for decryption? AWS. This is called as very important. What is that? Server side encryption. Is it clear? Server side encryption means the way at which you want to encrypt your content, but you are creating a certificate. If you forget the certificate, then Govinda. Instead of that one, what AWS, why are you worried about encrypting the file? You just drag and drop into AWS S3. I will create the certificate. I will maintain the certificate. I will basically apply the certificate. I will encrypt the content. Tomorrow, you are requesting for what is that? You are requesting for what is that? Download. What AWS will do, they will take this file with this certificate, they will again make your file normally and then give it back to you. Is it decryption process? Who's taking care of decryption? AWS, is not you. So this is called as server side encryption. Okay, in server side encryption, if you want to do encryption, you need what is that? Certificate. Yes or no? Yes or no? You need to go on certificate. In a short way, lot of people call certificate as key. Now why they call it as a key, we'll talk about. There are two types of certificates we have it, two types of encryptions we have it, but key we call it as. That is the reason. What is the full form of KMS? Key management service. Key is nothing but certificate management service. Who is managing certificate? You or AWS? AWS. That is the reason we call it as KMS, key management service. Is it clear, guys? If it is clear, I want to explain a little bit more about KMS. Very important stuff. Any questions anyone has? Online people, is it clear, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so very important. Now, so this is there, client side is there, server side encryption is there, certificate is created by AWS, encryption is taken care, you ask for it, decryption is taken care. Very good, sir. Can you provide me a demo? There were so many times AWS came up with a demo, but I did not explain you. So what will happen? See here, sir, what will happen? Let's talk about what are the AWS services we have learned. Can you anyone tell me? So we learned example, what is that? We learned a topic called as what is that? We learned what is that? We learned, yes or no? So when you are, example, you are creating an EBS volume. EBS volume contains data that is very sensitive, right? You need encryption, right? So what AWS will do for EBS, he will go and create one certificate one. None of your business, they will create it. For S3, they will go and create another certificate too. For cloud trial, they will go and create multiple certificate, not one certificate. For security reason, they will create it. They will create it and keep it ready so that when you are trying to create a volume, right, directly you can apply it. Directly you can apply it. For your example, see here, sir, I don't do anything. I'm welcome to KMS, sir. Let's log in. Don't do anything. Don't do a lot of things. All the certificates are created by AWS by default. No charges. You will get a charges if you want to create your own certificate. We will talk about that technology also. No need to worry. You will get a better idea today. Okay, for your example, let us go and launch one EC2 instance. See here, sir, there it came here. I did not explain you. So many times it came into picture. See here, if you go, you can select your image and everything, right? But what is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this one? Storage, what is the size? 8 GB. I'll go and click on advanced. Now you see, I want to go and create an EBS volume. See, you just click on EBS volume and EBS volume size is, what is the size? 8 GB. Yes or no? Do you want to basically encrypt this file? What is this one? Yes. EBS volume, right? You don't worry. Go into KMS, Key Management Service. You go back. They have created so many keys for us. For your example, you go and create AWS managed keys. AWS has created. What is this one? AWS. And sir, where is the certificates? I want to see it. They are not giving you that option. They are creating the certificate in the background. They are creating a certificate in the background. They will say the certificate name is AWS/EBS. They are not giving you certificate. They are taking care of it. They are creating lot of things like EBS, SMS, EFS, so many certificates they are creating. Then what do you do right now? Go back to EC2 instance. Go back to EC2 instance. Now I want to encrypt my volumes. Now I want to encrypt my volumes. Very, very important. We'll talk about it. Each and every account, each and every so you go back here. Now you can come up and say this 8 GB data which is present in EBS is very sensitive data, sir. I'm storing sensitive. Let me encrypt the content. You can just go and click on encrypted. When you go and click on it, it'll ask you what is your certificate name. Certificate name is what is this one? That's it. So when you go and select this one, what will happen? The file is getting, the total content is getting encrypting. It's completely getting encrypted. Is it clear, guys? So that is the reason there are so many places it came. I did not show you. Wherever the KMS, I'll show you right now. So if you see encrypted, yes or no? Now this content will be encrypted in the background. So even AWS in the server also, they want to see the data. They cannot see. It is like encrypted. The movie I showed you, right? It will see. It will show like them. They cannot also encrypt because the certificate they require. They don't have the certificate. It is kept in a separate place. Okay, this is one place. Let us go to multiple places. Like for your example, I would like to go to say so many places it came. What is this one? Cloud trial. What is cloud trial is all about? Huh? Logs. There are some logs which are having some sensitive information also, right? I don't want logs to be available. Let's encrypt the log. Tomorrow you go and create a trial. I want to create a trial, capture everything. Now you can go and select. What is this one? What is SSM? What is SSE? Full form of SSE? Server
Server side
side encryption.
encryption.
You are doing encryption or AWS is doing encryption? Server side encryption. Do you want to encrypt this log? Yes. And it is asking what is your KMS key. I want to select an existing KMS key. You click on it. It will appear a KMS key. You can select this KMS key. And now the content is encrypted. Is it clear, guys? Encrypted. Who is encrypting? So in here, let us go through what is that? S3. In S3 also, even the bucket, even the file can be encrypted. I did not show you in S3. So you go back. Now it is a correct time. No, now you go and click on this file. Now you come up and say this bucket contains lot of sensitive information. Let us encrypt it. You go to the properties and you can say I want to do what is that? What is that? Default encryption. You click on encryption. It is asking AWS managed key or you have a KMS key? Which one you have it? AWS is automatically creating for your S3 bucket one encryption. You click on it basically and click on save. It is encrypted. Is it clear? Everywhere, all over, wherever you learn, you will get KMS because your content has to get encrypted for safety reasons. Is it clear, right? So safety reasons you have to encrypt. It will come everywhere. Like I'll go and provide you hundreds of examples. Like if you want to go for EFS, when you created, what is the folder name I created for EFS yesterday? What is the EFS file name? Dikshit. So you go and click on Dikshit. This one I have to encrypt it. You click on it, edit it. You have a concept called as what is this? Uh, I think during the creation you have it, but that's fine. You go and array not. So customize it. You have an option called as, what is this? And you require, what is that? KMSP. You click on this one, it will come up and say KMS key. It is encrypted. Everywhere server side encryption can be enabled in AWS side. Hope you got it. I have not yet completed. More 30 minutes is required. Anyone has any questions? What is KMS? What is encryption? What is decryption? What is server side encryption? What is client side encryption? Who is creating certificate? Why certificate is called as key? We'll talk about that one. Any questions? Is it clear?
Sir, what is synthetic versus asynthetic
Wait,
key?
sir. Wait, sir. That is what is the next point.
Yeah, when we select encryption while downloading, it will automatically decrypt and
It will
download.
automatically decrypt and it will get back to our content. Yes.
Okay.
That is the reason AWS is responsible for all those things. Is it clear, guys? Fine. Clear? Any questions anyone has? Please ask me if you have any questions in this one, because I'm very good at this subject. Okay. So please write it down. So the next one is, sir,
Sir,
you know what is the, yes,
one
sir.
more. If it is search will be expiring, right? It will be expiring password or
What is
search.
that? What is that? What is that? It expired?
Search certifications. We used to that the certification expired. We have some servers and we have that things. So sometimes that our production install and all that will come up and says that
No. We'll talk about it. You're talking about something called as, okay, rotation of keys. Wait for it. I'll explain you that one. Today only I'll explain you. That is all about, but all about the next topic. Okay. Certificate will not expire, sir. Certificate wantedly you will go and provide an expiry. What is the reason? We will talk about expire. Okay, rotation of key. There is a concept called as rotation of key. Why people will do it? We'll talk about it. Yes, that's a good question. We will discuss about this in this next 30 minutes. Is it clear, guys? Today or tomorrow? So let's go for it. Now, when you talk about encryption, what is encryption? What is encryption? Masking the data, right? Okay. For encrypting, what do you go and create? Certificate. What kind of a certificate? Okay. This is a very famous algorithm. Write it down. RSA. AWS also will go and create a, you are creating a key pair. You remember, right? Key pair. Creating a key pair. Key pair is an RSA certificate. AWS is creating a certificate. Okay. So we'll talk about, so when you talk about it, sir, so let's go and see. We'll try to create a certificate using KMS. Okay. So let us go and talk about, sir, encryption means certificate, right? Certificate is divided into two types of certificates you have. When you're trying to create a certificate, right, you have two types of certificates. One is certificate is divided into symmetric keys and asymmetric keys. Okay. So what is the meaning of symmetric keys and asymmetric keys? Very simple. How do you understand symmetric and asymmetric keys? Is pretty simple. Can you tell me, when you are going out of your house, what are you doing? This is your house. This is your house. If you are going out of your house, what do you do? Okay. You lock your house. Yes or no? You lock with the help of one key. You remember, right? You have a one key. You lock it. Very good. Super, sir. Very good. Right? Now tell me. Now tell me. If you want to go inside your house, what do you require? Which key?
Key.
Same
Home
key.
key.
Same key. Locking is this. If you lock, you are using the same key. If you want to unlock, it is the same key. The same thing you are doing here also, sir. You have one file. If you want to encrypt that file, you are creating one, what is that? Certificate. And the file is getting, what is that? Encrypted. Now, if you want to decrypt, what do you require? The same certificate you require to decrypt. That is called as asymmetric key. Please write it down. What is the meaning of asymmetric key? Okay, you will create one key that is used for both encryption and decryption. Is called as asymmetric, is called as symmetric key. A key used for both, same key is used for both encryption and decryption, is called as symmetric key. Is it clear? Now, sir, what is meant by asymmetric key? Now I can do like this one. Sir, what is the meaning of an asymmetric key? Asymmetric key is for locking one certificate, for unlocking another certificate. Now you have two certificates. Basically, for one is for lock. That means what is meant by asymmetric key? One certificate is for encryption, another certificate is for decryption. Where do you use it, sir? Why do you require this certificate and this certificate? We'll talk about it. Please write it down, asymmetric key. Sir, what is meant by asymmetric key? Now you will go and create, so write it down. It is a combination of public and private keys. So you will go and create two keys. What is the meaning of public and private key? Public key is equal to encryption purpose. Encryption. Public key, you will do encryption. Private key, you will do decryption. Is it clear? So you require two certificates. You remember, right? I don't know you people remember or not. When you are creating EC2 instance, you are providing a key pair. Key pair is nothing but as an asymmetric key. AWS is creating one public key, private key, and public key. Public key is given, private key is given to you, so that you can encrypt the password. It's like a private key. So it is asymmetric key, two certificates. Can anyone tell me example of asymmetric? Symmetric key is for encryption and decryption purpose. Everyone knows symmetric keys. One certificate. What is the use of asymmetric key? Where do you use it? Anyone, where do you use it? What hearing the data? Good. Okay, so let's go for it. Yes, but yeah, let's explain it. So what is the meaning of this one? This is, okay, Kumar company, my company. I am a storage company. I'm a storage guy. So reliable storage, very safety guy. So let us take an example. Tata company is there. Wipro company is there. Tata company is there. Wipro company is there. So Tata company, what they will do? So let us take an example. Tata will come up and say, I want to store the data in Kumar S3 location very safely. So what I can do for basically, think about it. If I use a symmetric key, what is symmetric key? One. So let us take an example. I'll create one certificate one. Okay. Now I'll ask Tata, you need to encrypt the data and keep the file here. If you want to encrypt the data, you need, what is that? That certificate. And if you want to decrypt, what do you require? Same certificate. I cannot go and provide like this one. So now for encryption, if I go and provide it, Same certificate I'll go and provide to Wipro also. Wipro will also, he will encrypt the file and keep it here. Now Wipro tomorrow he will download Tata file and he can decrypt it because same certificate is used. Instead of that one, what I can do, very simple, important sir, what I can do, Wipro T basically and CTS is there. What I will do, very simple, I will go and create, what is that? Asymmetric key. What is asymmetric key? One key is for encryption, one key is for decryption. This key I will not share it to anyone, but this encryption key I will share it to everyone. This I will take this one, I'll give it to Tata, Wipro and CTS, and I will say, can you please decrypt your file with the help of this certificate? So what they will do, what they will do, there are a lot of files, they have this encryption certificate, they will decrypt these files and move it. So the file, sorry, they will encrypt the file and they will move it. Who can decrypt, sir? Who has what key? With this key. This key am I sharing to anyone? Only I can decrypt it. No one can decrypt it. Is it clear, right? If you have, if you are using HTTPS, what is meant by HTTPS? People will use asymmetric key. What is the meaning of HTTPS? Asymmetric key. When you type www.icicibank.com, what will happen? Let's go and explain you that one also. Don't ask me again. This is your client and this is your server. So what is the reason? If you use HTTP, what is the use? What is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? Don't come up and say word use secure. What is secure? Explain it. Okay, from X location, if you type facebook.com, you are entering username, you are entering password, and you click on OK, right? So what happened? The content of this one will move from here to here in a plain text. So you have an HTML page, you are entering username and password, you click on OK, right? That HTML page will move from your location to through internet to that server in a plain text. So let us take an example. You have a hop. You remember one country is connected to another country's internet C cables are there, right? This is one hop and someone is reading this hop. What they can read? They can read your username and password, which is very dangerous. That is the reason people will use, what is that? HTTPS. What is meant by HTTPS? Secure. Means what will happen? AWS will go and create. So this is HTTPS. Please focus. One of the most important interview question in your life. Any questions? I don't think so. Product based company, they will not ask. I've not seen any one person not asking these questions. So this is ICICIbank.com. What ICICIbank.com will go and create? He will go and create an asymmetric key. What is asymmetric key? One certificate is for, what is that? Encrypting. Another certificate is for decrypting. This one they will not share. So the end customer will click on www dot, what is that? ICICIbank.com. Yes or no? What will happen? The request will go here. It will copy this encryption file and it will go and see, it will download this certificate, this encryption file in your laptop. See, ICICIbank.com, and you click on it, immediately what is happening, sir? I don't know how many people know it or not. If you see ICICIbank.com, see, I'll go and click on any simple website, man, very simple website. KellyAmazon.com. See, KellyAmazon.com. There is something. What is this? What is this one? I. Okay. But when I go and click on what is ICICIbank.com, not I. What is coming? Block. What is the meaning? Encrypted. So you go and click on it. A certificate is getting. So connection is secure. HTTPS and AWS. What is this one? Certificate is downloading in your laptop. So Whatever you type username and password, you click on OK. With the help of this, what is it is doing? Encryption it is doing. The file is encrypted and it is moving. Someone in the between will take your file, and if they want to read, what they will see? Encrypted content. So the encrypted content will move into ICICI server, but actually ICICI server wants to read it side. What it will do? Inside slowly it will use what is that? Decryption certificate, read this content, understand what is your request, and then get back to you. Is it clear, right? So encryption and decryption, asymmetric key. Now in KMS, what is the reason I explained you? In KMS, you have an option. Now AWS is creating certificate, right? AWS is creating certificates for EBS, for EFS. I don't want to believe AWS. Why should I believe AWS? AWS owner is a very close friend of Trump, and I am the biggest enemy of Trump. What are the chances Trump will come up and say, hey, Jeff Bias, give me the information of Kumar? He will give me. I don't believe. I want to create my own certificate. Yes, then you can go and create your own certificate. Don't use manage AWS services, AWS certificate. You can create your own certificate and tell whether you want to use what certificate, symmetric or asymmetric key. You are the owner. What is the meaning of a symmetric key? A single key used for encryption and decryption. What is the meaning of asymmetric key? It will use a combination of public and private keys to go and do it. You can go and create this certificate. Is it clear, guys? You can go and create it. I already created one key. I already created. Be careful. This is where you get a charge. What is that I created here? What is this one? Kelly key. Now in everywhere in S3, DynamoDB, volumes, everything, instead of EBS key, you can paste what is that? Kelly key, your own key. I don't believe AWS. Why should I believe AWS? I'll go and create. I can go and create it. Is it clear, guys? Online people, what is meant by symmetric, asymmetric key? What is meant by certificate, key, client side, server side, HTTP, HTTPS? Clear? Online people.
Yes.
Very, very, very important. If this is, please, this is nothing related to AWS, sir. Everything is a common terminology in the world. Is it clear, right? Now, this is there. You can create your certificate. You can mention your certificate. Then you come into picture. Now, one of our friend has asked a question, sir, certificate will expire. I will tell you what is the reason why certificate people will go and provide an expiry. What is this one? Thumb number, thumbprint number will go and change it. So what is this certificate expire? I'll tell you, sir, very, very simple. Think about it and I will tell you. Think about it and I'll tell you. Sir, can you tell me, just take an example. I here went and created a new folder, like you went. So here is my password, yes or no? Here is my password. And then what did I do? I encrypted this, yes or no? I encrypted this content. What is the password I provided this for? But no one knows it. Now, Dikshit is a hacker. Think about it. In that file, it is having information about Osama bin Laden address. Is it important? Or Coca-Cola formula? Now what do you do? Coca-Cola formula you do or you try it? It's one of the most secret kept in the entire world. Yes or no? Osama bin Laden is location is one of the most secret location. No one knows where he was until CIA, because of one stupid guy. His courier was an idiot. He's having some womanizer kind of a capability. So because of a small mistake, because of his courier, Osama bin Laden was caught. Okay. So if you see, let's take an example. In this one, Osama bin Laden address is there. Then what people can do? So see, what is the password right now? 1. So not password is not 1. What is password? Actual password? Kumar. No, anyone knows the password? No, what they will do? Probability. They will do a probability. What is that? With 1, 2, 3, 4. Not working. Then A, 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 A. A, B, 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 A, C, 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 C. They will do a lot of permutation, combination. You give it for 1 year of time. See, the password you are not changing. What is the password? Kumar, you are not changing the password. What will happen right now? The password is fixed. Now he is doing permutation and combination. He is coming very closer to your password. Yes or no? You give him 1 year of time. What is doing? Kumar, Kumar 1 2 3, Kumar 1 2 3 4 5. No, see, Kumar basically he'll come up and say Kelly 1 2 3, K E L K L 1 2 3, K L 1 2 3. He'll do permutation. You wait for 8 months. What will happen? He will one day type with KUMAR and it'll say password is success. What should I do? He should never succeed. Huh? No. Use certificate. Now, certificate is also 256 characters, right? Certificate, you use it. Certificate is also now the biggest, highest hacker is trying with different combinations now. You give him 4, 5, 6 years, he will crack the password. Certificate. What should I do? That is the reason. What do? Within certain period of time, your password is Kumar. After 6 months, go and change the password to Kelly 1 2 3. So if you change the password very regularly or you change the certificate very regularly, what are the chances of hacking? Never. Because it's always changing, right? It is always changing. So you will never. That is the reason this concept is called as rotation of keys. In your office, if you're working, right, your password is changed every 90 days. Yes. Why? Why they're changing every 90 days? For fun? Why? The reason is if you are having some username and password and you are having very good credentials, hacker can try it. I'll try with basically your name, sir. Ashish. I'll try with Ashish. He will try. Ashish is a username I know. Ashish password I don't know. Ashish 1 2 3 fail. 1@3 fail. Ashish 1111 fail. Ashish when his birth 1989 89. He will try a lot of things. At one period of time he will crack it. To crack the password, 12-digit password, it will take 8 months to crack. But what company is doing? Changing the password every 3 months. So will the hacking is possible? So that is the reason why you have rotation of password, rotation of key concept. Is it clear, guys? Yogendra, is it clear, sir? You asked the question. What they will do? What happens after 1 year? The passwords gets expire and it change. Even there is no need to worry. That is taken care by AWS. See KMS, this is the key. And no need to worry. If you go back and see, what is this? Key rotation. Who is taking care? I don't care. If I am taking care, I have to change the certificate. I have to apply. You go and click on it. Is this password is automatically changing every year. So I am 100% safe. My content is safe. Hope I explained you everything about KMS. Any questions? Yogendra, is it clear, sir? I did not get you.
Sir, we can create one customized
That is
key and we
application
can
level.
use it.
Application has to do, see, if you are try 3-4 times google.com password, who is responsible for identifying, array, someone is entering wrong password? Google is responsible. Application designed in such a way that if you type 3 times password, it will come up and say, array, something is fishy here. Let us go and authenticate with SMS and all these things will happen. That is application. They have to safeguard that one. They do those kind of layers. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir. Someone is having a question in online.
Sir, one customized key can be used on most of the services, like we
Yes,
can create
everywhere.
one,
Everywhere.
but it is chargeable, right?
It is chargeable. Be careful. That's it. Okay, guys. I'll sign off right now. Let's see you tomorrow. And if you have any questions on keys or certificate, let me know. Tomorrow also a very important topic will be covered. AWS CLI. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, right? Tomorrow we'll go and cover. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye.